The world we live in runs on illusions. Not magic tricks, not fantasy, but structured institutional illusions. Disguised as education, as security, as the system. We are taught to play a game without ever realizing the rules were written against us. Well, this is the story of money. What it really is, how it's used against you, and how the few who understand the game break free. What they wanted you to do was go to school, get good grades, land a stable job, work 40 hours a week, save 10%, and then retire at 65. That's the blueprint. But here's the truth. That plan hasn't worked for decades. The middle class is shrinking. Debt is skyrocketing. And the price of security is your time, your freedom, and your peace of mind. Why? Because the economy evolved. But the education system didn't. We were trained for a world that no longer exists. While you're taught to save money, governments are printing trillions of dollars into circulation, devaluing every hour you work, every dollar you earn. Inflation isn't an accident. It's engineered erosion, slowly bleeding your future in plain sight. A paycheck feels safe, but in reality, it's a leash. You trade hours for dollars. You build someone else's dream. And you depend on a system that could replace you tomorrow. Security is the bait, but dependency is the trap. The moment you rely on a job for your survival, you lose your ability to say no. To walk away, to choose, that's not freedom. That's just a polished cage. Here's what most schools won't teach you. The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. They use three main tools: assets, debt, taxes. They build income streams they don't trade time for. They leverage debt to scale wealth, and they learn the tax code because it's not built to punish the rich. It's built to reward those who create value at scale. That's why your favorite billionaire pays less in taxes than your barber. And no, it's not illegal, it's intentional. We are entering a new era. For the first time in history, you don't need permission to build wealth. You don't need a degree, you don't need a boss, you don't even need an office. You just need a smartphone, a connection, and a skill. Crypto, e-commerce, AI content, freelancing, digital real estate, these are no longer just trends. They are actually escape routes, but the window won't stay open forever. The same systems that controlled the old economy are moving fast to regulate the new one. Don't wait for another gate to close. Start building now. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability takes it out. Simple, right? But most people think their home is an asset. It's not, until it pays you. A new car, it loses value the second you drive it off the lot. True wealth builders ask, how can I make my money multiply without me? They buy rental properties, dividend stocks, online courses, digital products, YouTube channels, licensable content, royalties, and they reinvest profits into more assets. Compound interest isn't just a financial formula, it's a lifestyle. Most people fear debt. The wealthy weaponize it. Bad debt is used to buy things you can't afford. Good debt is used to buy income-producing assets. A $50,000 car loan depreciates. A $50,000 real estate loan appreciates and pays you rent. But here's the key, they borrow against assets, not to fund liabilities. They use OPM, other people's money, because they understand something simple. Money isn't scarce, access to it is. Once you learn how banks work, you realize the game is about leverage, not labor. So why don't more people do this? Because it's uncomfortable. Because it's unfamiliar. Because we were never taught to question the system. Just follow it. We're told to avoid risk. But what's riskier? Building your own income, or spending 40 years hoping you have enough at the end? The truth is, most people aren't lazy, they're misinformed. You can't win a game if you don't understand the rules. And the rules of wealth? They're hidden in plain sight. Forget the headlines, recession or boom, bull or bear. None of it matters if you control your own income. Build a side hustle. Buy a cash-flowing asset. Automate an online business. Monetize your knowledge. Create leverage. The moment your income is no longer tied to hours worked, you're free. Not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Freedom isn't about having millions. It's about having options. We're not in a money crisis. We're in a mindset crisis. Every generation before us was told, do what's safe, play by the rules, don't rock the boat, but safe doesn't build wealth. And boats weren't made to stay docked. You have the tools, you have the access, you just need to decide. Stay inside the illusion or build a reality of your own. This isn't just finance, this is freedom, and your time is now. If this opened your eyes, share it. If you're ready to build your own economy, subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what's one money belief you're leaving behind today? This is Dynasty Protocol. Stay sharp, stay sovereign, and we'll see you in the next one.